Hi, YouTube. Hello, it's me, Yoshi, and I'm back. I wanted to share a message, also share another song with you all. Excuse me, I'm in my car garage right now. I have a small baby, so he's in there with my oldest daughter right now while I try to find some space that's kind of quiet so I can share this with you, share the message with you, and share also the song. I hope you all enjoyed. And I'm getting hot too, so I'm gonna have to turn on my fan real quick. Don't have an AC vent in here, so hopefully I'm gonna be talking loud enough for you guys to hear me. But yeah, just turn it on for a minute. Once I hit the camera button, my nerves just started fluttering. So cool off for a second while I pull up this instrumental that I purchased last year. And I had been working on this particular song. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Trying to calm my nerves down. So I have been working on this song pretty much since last year, maybe since like October, November of last year. And I just kind of sort of like, where I'm at in my new space right now, I just started back, working on, writing some music, just expressing myself a little bit more on paper and trying to, find a space within myself to be able to comfortably relate and talk to other people. I'm really not a talkative person. I was a shy person. It took me a long time to kind of break up out my shell, but I'm not like good with public speaking or, speaking to myself. But I'm, not really speaking to myself. I see I have one viewer. Thank you so much. And I hope I bless your ears. I'm going to cut this off. Try to calm down my nerves a second. Pull up this particular instrumental. So give me 1 second. Y'all hear my son in there? Yeah. So here it is. Okay, I found it, you guys. Hold on. Sometimes I wish that I could fly. I get so high, I wanna touch the sky. Closer to my dreams of flight. I wish my dreams would take me away. Sometimes I wish that I could fly. I get so high, I wanna touch the sky. Closer to my dreams of flight. I wish my dreams would take me away. Sometimes I wish that I could fly. I get so high, I wanna touch the sky. Closer to my dreams of flight. I wish my dreams would take me away. Caught up in the world, or have you lost up in the matrix? I'm trying to dial home, but they keep messing with my mental. They say the sky's the limit. I go further with my eyes closed. I'm trying to block out all the voices. Truth keeps steady coming in. I'm looking at my babies, praying that their future's brighter than. I lost my mama young, praying that they don't have the same faith. And I don't trust nobody. Having trust will get you killed. Cause you can die of many deaths. And I ain't talking physical. Cause family death and friends that turn to foe. When trust becomes the devil's standard, ain't no love being shown. Some people, they walk in the dark because light is just too much for them. Then they run up in them streets and it ain't no love up in these streets. Never what you know, because only God will judge. Existing in the matrix, one of many races, in and out of places, meeting people with two faces. I don't always think about what's short term, because I'm in it for the long haul. And my road was long and the load was heavy. I graduated from the streets, but ain't nobody showed up at my graduation. To the streets, I thank you. Living life ain't teach me nothing. Hard lesson became a blessing. Soon as I woke up, I stopped stressing. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day, Lord. Sometimes I wish that I could fly. I get so high, I wanna touch the sky. Closer to my dreams of flying. I wish my dreams would take me away. I wish my dreams could take me away. Sometimes I wish that I could fly. I get so high, I wanna touch the sky. Closer to my dreams I fly. You're caught up in the world, have you lost up in the matrix? You're trying to dial home while they keep messing with your mental. They say the sky's the limit, we go further with our eyes closed. I'm trying to block out all the voices, truth keeps steady coming in. Looking at my babies, praying that their future's brighter than. Lost my mama young, praying that they don't have the same faith. And I don't trust nobody, having trust to get you killed. Cause you can die of many deaths, and I ain't speaking physical. Cause family, they'll mess you over. Fears will turn to foe. When trust becomes the devil's standard, ain't no love being shown. Some people, they walking in the dark cause the light is just too much. And then they run up in the streets. Ain't no love up in these streets. Never what you know, cause only God will judge. Existing in the matrix, born of many races, in and out of places, meeting people with two faces. I don't always think about what's short term. I've been in it for the long haul. There you have it. There you have it. I haven't necessarily put a title to it. Excuse me, y'all. I need to cool off again because my nerves just did that live show in front of you guys. I was excited and my spirit was exploding within me. And yeah, so my temperature started rising, so I might be a little shiny or greasy a little bit, but whew, I'm just cooling off my nerves, you guys. I'm blessed to be on here. I'm blessed to have, you all tune in and share some of my music. Man, I would like to do what I did with the cover song that I did. That original cover song that I did with Mo 3, it was actually not with him. Or maybe I did. Maybe he was speaking through me. Who knows? But I don't take nothing back that I say. So nothing is ever coincidental or by mistake. So I won't take that back. So with that being said, yeah, the first, excuse me, I'm hot, I'm sweating. The first no interviews, but the first video that I did with the cover of Broken Love and that song, which I didn't really get to finish critiquing the ending, but you guys, it was an hour-long video. I didn't intend for it to be that long, but that's just how long, the Spirit led me to continue on with the message. So I hope you guys, really saw that as food for you guys, especially the ones that can relate, that's paying attention to everything and, seeing what's going on. Just kind of give you a watchful eye, of the people that you have around you, just falling back to that. And that song that I did, the cover, the Broken Love cover, I actually titled that song Family Ties. Family Ties. And this video is called The Cutting Away from Evil. The cutting away from evil. So I don't know how will I start or how should I start as far as in, should I go straight into the message, which the song was a part of the message, even though that the song and the lyrics of the message came through internally first last year, and I was able to just find a melody to kind of go with it, so to speak. And I don't know. I don't have a name for that song just yet. Maybe I'll say Caught Up. We'll call that one Caught Up. I just named that with you guys, so we'll call that one Caught Up. As the lyric says, caught up in the world, I have you lost up in the matrix. When you try to dial home, but they keep messing with your mental. So that type of caught up, not caught up in the street life, not caught up in nothing, like being tired of the street life, wanting to do better for yourself, don't necessarily have the guidance or the people around you that's pushing you to do better, that's trying to motivate you to do better for good. Because one thing about it, I look at it as this: in the world, we as people, we kind of tend to look at things on a black and white level. It's not a black and white level. It's not any level of things. It's only two levels, two things that we as human beings with souls, with hearts that actually care about the universe, actually care about one another. Those type of human beings. If you don't care about people, you know what I'm saying, this ain't for you. If you're a devil worshiper or anything else, this not for you. This is a message to uplift the people and to bring about awareness of how the power that we have amongst each other as individuals to feed off of each other energy in a positive light. You can also feed off people's energy in a negative light. When you feed off people's energy, I'll start with that, in a negative light, that's what you manifest in your life. That's what happens. When you wonder why, when you have negative people around you and you don't cut ties with them, you have family that crossed you and showed you that ain't no good until they work on themselves or get themselves together, then you have to tell yourself that you can't indulge with these people, because that will only destroy you as a person, especially if you're not strong enough to fight those type of spirits, because that in itself is a spiritual unseen battle. That's why God says walk by faith and not by sight, because it is not the things that are seen that we should be paying attention to. It's the things that are unseen. It's the things that we hear that we don't see where it's coming from, that we should be trying to pay more attention to. So with that being said, if you're manifesting good, good things will happen for you. Good things will happen over your life. What we're seeing now, I'm going to take y'all back to this movie, the Tupac movie from the 90s. I'm an 80s baby, so, I can kind of go back that far with that. Some of you, the young generation who might not understand, where I'm coming from, I hope if you would stick along for the ride, I hope that my fan is not too much for you guys. I'm trying to do the best I can. I need it because I'm in the car garage and my nerves is, on high right now, as far as in me, coming and speaking to you all. So I want to get back into the message for a second. The Tupac movie that we seen in the 90s. And when I thought about that, I said, you know what? I've seen other movies like this too before, even when I was younger than that, when I was just a baby, with the when Public Enemy was out, Flavor Flav music was out. Who else? A few other cats. I'm not too slick, familiar with that type of era, but I remember the music when I hear it. I remember, my brother and, my other family members listening to that type of music. Oh, Eazy-E, Ice Cube, them, the Drake and stuff like that. So I remember seeing these movies way back then when I was just a little girl. So now it's still, as a grown woman, as I mentioned, it's still continuing to happen. Who's the latest one? King Von was the latest one. And if you don't remember from the Tupac movie, remember when he was, when the government was fighting him about him using his amendment of freedom of speech, whether it was in art form or whatever. Y'all remember all that? Y'all remember that? Got to go back to that, because that's what broke the mold. That's what pissed them off, and that's what you see going on now within I want to say, I don't know exactly. I'm going to have to go and dig into it and research myself. And that's why we have to collectively come together and help each other out. You know, you help each other out in the right way, lead each other in a good way, lead humanity in a good way, you know, not on no job. You know, it's time to cut all of that out. If you can't see what's going on, it's time to cut all of that out. And not just because what's going on, for yourself, for your own protection from the Most High, from Yahshua, from your own self. You have to walk Yahweh. So from the Tupac movie, like I said, the Eazy-E and all that stuff, maybe even before that, you know, but I'm just born in the 80s, right? So here we are, 2020. 2020, like I said, the same thing is going on, but it's not so much that before, when it was happening to Tupac, when it happened to other artists, and I stick to Tupac because when he fought against the government, they were able to do something. I don't know quite the law, but as you know, through your social security number, through your birth certificates, everyone that has a social or birth certificate in America, or any place that America, you know, government is ran on, or, you know, U.S. soil, you are U.S. government property. It's a corporation. So that means that to run America, they have their hands in everything: the music, the news, the radios, you name it, food, whatever you can think of, So keep that in mind. So I think if you apply for your sovereignty or relinquish, I'm not saying that word right, please forgive me for that, and please don't lose sight of the message just because I might not pronounce something the correct way. Don't lose out on the message. So yeah, your sovereignty, that's the word. Yeah. And they only have one judicial court, excuse me again for that, judicial court, which is in New York, for that, you know, for any, you know, whatever. Anyhow, so yeah, so pretty much, yeah, if you have your social security number, your birth certificate is all tied in. And I'm going to take you out to the scripture as well, but I just want to talk about a few things, a few of these movies for the young people that think being an entertainer, you know, not to knock the entertainers, please don't get me wrong, you know, please don't get me wrong, please don't, you know, me, I'm a person of many hats as far as in the talents that my creator gave to me. I can do hair, I can do music, I can rap, I can sing, I create my own businesses, you know, just I have a creative mental mindset to create, to want to do better, to want to go further, you know, in life, you know, for the sake of the kids, because I was once a child before. And, you know, thanks to the U.S. government who flooded our communities, who turned my brother into a drug dealer through the music, and also by flooding our communities, flooding the United States, being greedy over money. We were not those other countries. That's why America stood out the most. We did not sacrifice our citizens for greed. But as you see, America, right before our eyes, is becoming a third world country. If we don't stand up and we don't wake up and do something about it, innocent people are getting killed because America molded us this way. Some of us this way. Some of us grew up without parents. Some people grew up in a foster home. Some people grew up and their parents died before they were born. I mean, my Lord. And then when you think about everything that's going on, yes, these young men go astray, but what are we doing as a community, as a society, when we see these things going on before it got this bad? We sat there and capitalized off of it. That's what America chose to do. That's what America the Great chose to do. To capitalize off our faces of dead children, dead mothers, dead fathers, taking the officer away from his family, from his duty as a father, with these scripted shenanigans for the greed, for the last man showdown, so to speak, while they're making these movies, the Avenger movie, with the 5 rings and stuff like that. My kids like that. I did watch it with them one time, but that's what's going on between other governments. That's what we're about to experience while they try to pull the wool over our eyes and distract us with these scripted pictures. That's why the script that they want you to, that they're painting for us, because these are the script. It's a painted script to look at, to keep you from looking at what's going on. And we're at war. The UK and the Russians, Japan and what they're doing over there to India. They're trying to destroy the human birth continent, Africa, the people, the rest of the people there. They're telling them the people to come to America. So it's all kind of stuff going on that you have to be watchful for. You have to be prayed up in your spirit. You have to walk a certain way to receive, a certain type of protection, honest to God. You have to walk a certain way to receive a certain type of presence on this earth. And I'm just giving it to you blood raw. What y'all think y'all find enticing or exciting or scary in a movie, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Because it's going to be knocking right at your door. Are you going to be prepared to provide for you and your family? Do you have water necessities and food and stuff for your kids? Not to say anything. Power outages go out. Anything could happen. Anything is about to happen. And we, the American people, don't know that. Only the higher ups know what they're planning and what's going on with the Melinda and Bill Gates divorcing. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Bonnie and Clyde breaking up. Okay. They the modern day, the rich Bonnie and Clyde. They don't necessarily rob, steal, and kill. Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They do all of the above. They the modern day Bonnie and Clyde, Robin Hood. So I'm not even going to waste time on that. I just want to share the message with you guys. I'm going to start from the book of Proverbs. It's just a lot going on. I mean, y'all seeing it. Y'all young people, y'all got to do something better with yourselves. Y'all got to start. How are we going to prepare ourselves? This is pretty much a government takeover. You can deny it all you want to, but it's right in your face all around you. The rappers, they slowly trying to tell y'all what's going on. Especially nowadays, since after King Von death, I've been seeing a lot of rappers with their own cameraman trying to show y'all glimpses of the Fed standing in the backgrounds, everything else. But y'all done did so much to y'all community, so much hurt with the messages that y'all spread through the music. Y'all caused so much pain, to society, to us as a people, as a Black people, to us as humanity, outside of us, me being Black, speaking on my Black people, because I know some of the issues that we deal with. But y'all looking, at the wrong picture. And I just say, guard your heart, stay focused on you and your family, teach your children, to, do other things besides family, teach your children, to, do other things besides wanting to be a rapper or, you know, a basketball player or something like that. Do something that's gonna, you know, impact, that's gonna protect, you know, the younger generation in America. Do something that's gonna, you know, I don't know, take a position that could make change. You know, we have to collectively understand what unity is. And when you look around, we don't necessarily have that. We don't have it at all. And that's what the world fears most. The world fears most. All Black people around the world being unified together, protecting one another, standing for one another, not let any harm come to one another. And not just Black people as a whole, just us as a whole humanity, you know, for the sake of our children. Remember when we were kids, it didn't matter what color we was. Remember when we went to school? But see, to some people, it does matter. To some people, it does matter. Like I was just watching not too long ago a video. I think the YouTube channel is No Jumper, the guy with all the tattoos and the hat. Oh yeah, a very trickster for the youngsters. When you can't provide an implementation plan, when you see young people like King Von, like other people getting in trouble as youth, the government saw them getting in trouble, saw the path they were taking. Y'all didn't intervene. My brother, my baby brother, used to steal cars and stuff like that. When our older brother died, we all, you know, in our own way went astray. And I remember he went to a boot camp. I think it was called Big Cypress. Shout out to Big Cypress. I don't know if they're still doing anything, but my brother went there. And when I tell you, it was a good program. It was a good fit for him. He was very troubled. He didn't listen to my mother. Our father died at a young age as well for him. He was even younger than I was. But I want to say he came out a man. He came out a different person. It helped mold him into the father that he is today, the man that he is, the working man that he is today, a provider to his children. So I want to say, I know a lot, you know, of time, you know, just like God got his people set up in high places, set up in all places, so do the devil. The devil set something up that was actually could work, which was the boot camps. But then they put a plant in there. They set this scenario up because they saw that it could work. I seen it work with my baby brother, just like I saw how they worked with my oldest brother. So I seen the boot camp work with my other brother. And if he was around me right now, he would tell you how good that was for him not to have a father figure, to be in trouble, to have to go. They said he didn't have, you know, they didn't keep him in juvenile, you know, detention. They sent him to a boot camp for a certain period of time. And he came out a man, and he'll tell you to this day. He's 30-something years old. And I want to say, you know, he was a little boy, a teenage boy when he experienced that. So in Miami, I want to say it was in Florida and Miami, and those were working. They were helped slowly, you know, to some. For most, the majority, I want to say it did have a good impact. It had on my brother. And then they set up this certain scenario where the young man was slammed by one of the officers whose family was paid, because we all saw, and they always have everything on camera on purpose. And that is to lower your vibration. That is to take your happiness away. They want you to weep and feel sorry and this, that, and the third. But if you read that Bible, God will tell you, honey. God will show you, honey. And I'm going to testify to y'all in a minute. God will let you know, to tell you, God will show you, honey. I don't like nothing that God don't like. I don't like nobody that God don't like. And I'm just leave it as that. You know, my creator, the creator that made the earth and the sun and created me and put what he put inside of me, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm still young. I said I'm 38, but I'm still young, honey. It's a lot of old souls, old spirits on this earth. I just came from heaven. I'm 38. If you want to say that, in the flesh. So yeah, they were setting up scenarios that was actually working for the community. Then I want to get back to the young man, No Jumper, on one of the King Von interviews that he did. And I was watching how he was playing King Von. King Von came from the gutter. He's a certain type of dude. Us coming from where he come from, I don't see all different types of caliber people in the neighborhoods that I grew up in and from the city that I'm from, where I'm at. So I seen dudes like him. I seen his demeanor. That all in all, he a good dude. He was just no guidance, misguidance. Nobody to sit him down and tell him and show him the right way. Nobody to teach him how to be a man. The system, y'all say once they get in trouble as an adult and they have a certain type of a record, they can't go out and get a job. So what do you expect them to do? Huh? And then if they want to create their own business for themselves, y'all ain't going, they can't go into a bank and say, hey, can I get a bank loan? So what are they doing? They're going to go sell the drugs that you all put in the communities. They're selling the drugs that you all put in the communities to go get money for themselves, or they're going to go rob if they don't want to sell drugs. What options are you giving young people? What implementations are you doing when they're getting in trouble, when they come across you guys in the systems, in the court systems, when they, at a young age, instead, you turn that and keep your eyes on them like a test. You run tests on them. And then you pull them from out the neighborhood, give them fame to hang them by the rope that they set for themselves. Because they wasn't watchful of your tricks. They wasn't watchful of the people that you're around. And that's what I'm telling you. You got to be watchful of the people, places, persons, and things, as I said. The cutting away from evil. You have to back away from the noun. N-O-W and also N-O-U-N. You have to back away from people, places, persons, and things. Because if you're not watchful, the devil devices are everywhere. Everywhere. But guess what? So is God. So is God and his army. Everywhere. Everywhere you go to protect you. Everywhere you go. So you have to get on one accord. You have to build yourself up spiritually, mentally be in a space in your right mind to receive what it is that you need to receive. To know, yeah, them bad thoughts come, but I don't represent nothing evil. So I cast them thoughts right now. They don't go nowhere. They don't dwell within me. I cast them down. I cast them down in the name of Yahshua. Yahweh, cast them down. And God taught me how to do that. I ain't always been like this. My life. I haven't always been this way. But I want to help whoever I can. I want to open up y'all eyes to be able to see. You know, because they got a wool over y'all eyes. And I pray that God remove that. Remove that. Because this is a spiritual warfare going on. Spiritual warfare. It's a lot I want to say. It's a lot that eventually I am going to put you guys up on. Whereas in a whole lot of stuff that I received before it's all said and done. I hope you guys took enough. That was, my inner self speaking out, but we are at war. You are, at war with yourself, first of all, because if you're not conscious enough to know that, then it ain't no help for you. First, you got to pick a side within yourself. What are you manifesting in your life? What are you doing manifesting in your life? The people that you have around you, they're a reflection of you. Huh? Look around at the people that you have around you. Huh? Look around. Need some new friends? Huh? Just because we was born flesh and blood, born into a certain family, don't mean God ain't got us a family elsewhere. Not to say that. Other like-minded people, family up underneath our Father, the Elohim. So those of you all who's been in a bad space, we all go through things, in life that will bring you to your knees to cry out and search for the Most High. And that's that time right now. That's that absolute time right now where you need to cry out for the Lord, because most of us, majority of us, if we knew what we know, if we could see, if y'all could see what I see through the music, if you can hear what I hear through the music, if you can see what I see on TV, you wouldn't want to listen to none of it. None of it. You wouldn't want to hear it. You wouldn't want your children to listen to it or nothing. Because like I said in my last video, it's damning to the soul. That's how it looks to me. It looks damning to the soul. And it is. The boys told y'all, Pop Smoke told y'all, he said he going to the moon. And they made fun of him, say he was a cancer. What y'all did? What y'all did as police officer, as the government that's in control, before you decided murder was the case that you're gonna give them, and death was the sentence that you were sentenced to, or them too. Yeah. Said that boy was a cancer. No, y'all the cancer. Y'all molded America into the place, into the people. Y'all instilled what y'all wanted to instill in them. Only the strong survive what y'all did to the American people. Only the strong survive. Now I'm seeing the Osama bin Laden, how y'all, the Navy SEALs that took out that project, how they're disguising themselves on the news and stuff like that, telling their story about, you using them. I remember I was protesting not too long ago, last year sometimes, in the city where I'm from. And I told those officers that was looking and laughing and thought everything was a game, I said, they use y'all people just like we are. So y'all being used too. Everybody got their role and their part to play. Honey. And if you ain't at the very high top, you just like us. With a title. Go get your title. Go get your college degree. Huh? Go on up there and entertain. Guess what? You just like us at the end of the day. Huh? They just paint a picture for you. You got to go to them for everything you want. Huh? You got to share all your money with them. Huh? Just like we do. Huh? Just like we do. Right? Oh, okay, so you just like us at the end of the day. Meaning when the shit hit the motherfucking fan, excuse me, not even mean to say that. Lord, please forgive me for cussing, but when the stunt hit the fan, oh yeah, they're gonna be running just like us. Or maybe they're gonna be the only ones running. But in a figure of speech where they think that they hold a certain type of role, law enforcement, the army, they think they hold a certain type of role when they're just being used. As you see, they're getting harassed. I see a lot of videos where the law enforcement don't even have no respect for these men that's going to go risk their lives and dying for us and dying for them. Huh? Why they are peace officers. Huh? They peace officers. They called peace officers. What the hell peaceful about them? And not all of them the same. Just like not all of us the same. Just like you and your family, all y'all not the same. So yes, as a community, as a society, we know that. We know that. We have to ask ourselves individually as a group of people, is there hope for my brother, my sister that's not like me? Is there hope for them? For the world to be able to move forward in a good way, not a negative way, not a demonic way, none of that. For the world to be able to move forward, what are we individually, as a community, as a society, willing, to sacrifice? That's what the government is came to the round table and had to ask themselves, what are we willing to sacrifice? Because we just can't tell them outright. So what are we gonna do? I wish I could have been that fly on the wall when these conversations were discussed. I have one time in the city where I live was in a very important meeting with some higher up people, but I don't think it went anywhere. It didn't go anywhere. Ever since I left the city that I moved into, things have gotten worse and worse and worse. And my Lord, and I just left in January of this year. I'm born and raised in this particular place, and my Lord. So, the whole infrastructure just needs to be torn down and rebuilt. From the bottom to the top. From the bottom to the top. So whoever that's been in charge of this and running all this and all that, whoever these family lines that's been running this and all running that, y'all ain't meant the world no good. And look around, not just the Americas. Come on now, look around. It's not just us that's suffering. Other people been suffering. This shit just started for us. Some of us been suffering. I seen it happen in my family. I seen what they do. And I'm going to talk about something else on a few other videos. Lord, please, Father God, please forgive me for my language. I did not mean for that word to go forth, but I'm just rattled up a little bit, shooken up a little bit in my spirit about everything that's going on. And, the way that society, if you're not, when you see somebody doing wrong, you intervene. You intervene. And where I'm from, I stayed doing that. I don't want to get emotional. I ain't even want to talk about it. Not on this time. It's too sensitive. But when you see people doing wrong, you intervene. You don't make it worse. You intervene. You de-escalate the situation, because we not supposed to behave that way. God did not intend for us to treat each other that way. We already got everybody against us as Black people. Why you want to hurt your brother? Why you want to hurt your sister? Even the Mexican people, you immigrants, y'all like us. You just like us, suffer the same thing. Minimum wage, pay scale. You're going to the bank trying to get loans, having to go into the street life to do a certain type of way. And get what they say? Oh, we don't want our white kids. No offense. No offense to the Caucasian race. But I've heard the guy No Jumper, our white kids. That's why they don't like them rappers. That's why they set them up. Number one, you as a person, as an individual, if you have the power to lead people, if you a leader of anything, you lead the right way. You don't lead people astray. You don't lead people to evil. And I'm getting upset because that is right. You don't. When you have that type of power over people, but a lot of us don't even know what type of power that we hold. And they slowly sharing with y'all the type of power that we hold. And then they punish them for it. They punish them for it. Because they can't keep a watch over their children. I'm a parent of 5 children. I take care of my nephew that's 6 in my household. Single mother. My oldest 18, my youngest 3. They different ages. I took care of my nephews before I started having my children. I took care of my nieces before I started having my children. As a parent, as an aunt,
What the government has did, what they're doing is not right. Huh? Y'all try to paint a picture. Y'all try to paint a picture about my people, about my race. When we the good ones. We never hate y'all. We never lynch y'all. Y'all always painting pictures like that about us. Huh? But no more of that. This is a new generation, a new day and age. Huh? New day and age. And I'm sorry for getting emotional like this, but it's touchy, man. Y'all just don't understand, man. If y'all could see what I see, and if I could be able to explain it to you guys to help you understand, you have to do something better. You have to get your mind in the right place to be able to fight in this war. No matter what race you are, it's only two sides, good and evil. You can only pick one. Which side you stand on? It ain't no colorism. It ain't no colorism. Which side you stand on? You stand on the evil side or you on good? Which side? Huh? The clash of the titans. Good versus evil. Huh? What side you on? What you gonna manifest, man, from this day forward? Huh? Who you gonna cry out to give you your strength to open up your eyes? Because you can't see nothing. And you can't do that by yourself. It only comes from the Creator. And you have to go seek Him for Him to give it to you. And you need it. Or you're going to wind up 6 feet under. We're dealing with a lot of soulless, heartless people in this world. You think they care about me and you? And I'm not just talking about me being black. I'm not talking about just my race. I'm talking about the whole humanity race. Everybody with a soul. Everybody with a heart. Everybody with an ear to hear. This is life and death. On everything I love is life and death. And it's right at our fingertips. This is why God got me on here. I don't feel comfortable doing this. But my soul won't let me rest at night. I wake up early in the morning if I don't do what I say. Since my last video, it's been on me. The devil been trying to shut me up. I have to put myself on high. I have to meditate on high to be able to come forward and give y'all this message to wake y'all up. I don't mean to be a fanatic. I don't mean to be so emotional. But I'm not going to take it back. I'm not going to withhold it from y'all. And this is not no act. And most of you who might come across this video and see, I just pray that God touch you in your heart the right way. I pray that God lift your eyelids so you can see. I pray that God clean out your ears so you can hear, not just for me. There's other people on here. There's like-minded people like myself that God been sending messages to as well. Get yourself together. Get yourself prepared. Get yourself prepared. Meditate in the Word. Meditate with the wind, with the sun. Meditate in the water. The universe wants us to meet it again. Mother Earth wants us to take care of her again, to create again, not destroy, not keep cutting down the trees. We need the trees. What y'all cutting down the trees for? Then talking about this new strand or whatever y'all got going on. Oh, it's messing with your lungs and your oxygen. Come on, why y'all keep cutting down the trees there, man? The trees are important to us, people. The dirt is important to us, people. The earth is important to us. Everyone that have a soul, everyone that have a heart, everything that the Creator made, everything that the Creator made. It's people here we know. We got different species here with us. We know it's other beings here with us. Okay? They know how to shape shift and take our form. Okay? On this outer side. They don't have what we have inside of us. That's why you got to pray and ask God to open up your eyes, to be watchful so you can see them. Even when they look like you. But they ain't for you. Pay attention to the way they talk. Pay attention to what they say. What are their intentions? People come to you. Huh? What are their intentions? Huh? What is your motive? That's what you have to ask yourself with anybody on this day and age. You can't go looking for color. You go looking for color, you'll be lost in the sauce. You go looking for color. Looking for these species, looking for these demons. You got to get a connection with the Most High God. That's your source of knowing. Before I carry on any further, let me do what God wants me to do and take some time out to give Him honor and praise for the message that was brought forth. And I just hope you guys get it. I really do, man. I hope you get it. I hope we got to prepare to do something more to help ourselves, each other as humanity. It's the battle of the species. Like that movie with the 5 rains, the Avenger movie. It's the battle of the species. The last man standing. Or who do they want gone? What species? It's a lot of different species. The Proverbs of Solomon. Excuse me, let me get my glasses. I need to wipe my... Oh, Lord, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Glory be to God. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Father God. I'm sorry. Whew, Jesus, I tell you. I'll read this out of Proverbs. The Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive instruction of wisdom, justice, judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. And as I mentioned, I think I mentioned one time before, when I was speaking about when you see people doing wrong, correct them. You older than this young generation, y'all older generation, y'all act like y'all scared of this young generation. When y'all the one that made it this way, this fatherless generation. Man, when you create children, stay with the children. Don't leave the children when the relationships get out of hand with the woman, and if it's at its end, continue on in that child life. Continue on in woman. Allow that man to be in that child life if the relationship did not work out, because this is what's wrong. Yes, this is what's wrong, huh? Looking for love in all around places, lusting over one another, going and laying up, making babies with people that don't love themselves, that can't possibly love you or the children they bring in this world. So you got to be built a certain type of way to withstand, because everybody ain't gonna make it, and you got to understand that to make it through. You got to know some people ain't gonna make it. But young ladies and men, when you're laying up with one another and ain't no marriage happening, and a baby come in the picture, because you young and you want to be grown, you want to do adult stuff, that you create babies and you don't got no job, you ain't been working, your mama been taking care of you, grandmama been taking care of you, and then you go and meet this little cute little boy, this cute little girl, and y'all call yourself liking each other. Come on now. That gotta stop. And I know a lot of what's wrong with America today is people turning their back on their children. People bring babies in this world and they give them up for adoption. And they let them go to DCL and get hurt and get abused. God help the babies. God help those children. And those are the children that we see in the world. The fatherless children. Where are the government mentors? Where are you mentoring these children? Where are you coming into the community? The police officers, like they used to, have mentored children. When I was a young girl, we had the DARE program. Who was that? He had on a hat. Was he a wolf or a dog or something like that? I don't know. I'm from Florida. So, St. Petersburg, Florida. So we had like the DARE program to keep kids off drugs, to teach us about what happens when drunk driving happens. They stopped all of that before I dropped out of school. They was done with that. They was done with that. So you tell me, these people in the higher ups making these decisions for us Americans and for us, our children, huh? And then they want to put the blame on us when they children interact with us, when they children feed off of us, off the music, huh? Your children giving you just what you gave us in the white community. Your children, what you see in your children is the product that you created over here with my people. Then it's our fault. You want to slay young men for this because your son, you caught your son vibing to this type of music, huh? You caught your son maybe wanting to get a gun, but you can go and teach him how to go and hunt and kill with a gun. You can teach him how to go shoot with a gun. Oh, it says, it's just hunting, huh? What's the difference? What's the difference? Besides the backgrounds where you was raised, you teaching your son how to hunt animal, and you also teaching them, look at us like we the animal. So where the evil in this world coming from? Not my people. And not everybody is the same. Not everyone is the same. And I say that again for those might be ignorant out here that try to take something that I said and turn it to negative and miss the whole message. This ain't for you. This ain't for you. You run tell the devil that if you're watching. The Proverbs of Solomon. I'm going to read that again. The Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive instruction of wisdom, justice, judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. You turn him away from his wicked ways. You see him doing wrong. You say something, you do something about it. You pull him to the side and you tell him that ain't the right thing to do. You show him that ain't the right thing to do. If they listen to you, if they're respectable enough to hear you and understand where it's coming from, where we coming from. If God gives them an ear to hear. Moving right along, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. Attain unto wise counsel, to understand a proverb in the interpretation, the word of the wise and their dark sayings. That's what I'm here for. To help you understand the word. You heard God called them wise. They wise. They got to be wise to be able to do what they doing. Come on, man. We just waking up. I'm just waking up. Yeah, they wise. But guess what? God say to understand the proverb, I'm going to go back up. To know wisdom and instruction to perceive the words of understanding. And that was from Proverbs chapter 1, verse 2. Now, I'm going to go back down. As a wise man will hear and will increase learning, a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. To understand a proverb and in the interpretation, the word of the wise in their dark sayings. As I mentioned, I'm here to help you with that. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So, what is God saying? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, forsake not the law of thy mother. For they shall be an ornament of grace around thy head and chains about thy neck. My son, if sinners excite thee, consent thou not. If sinners excite you, consent not. This is God giving us power. We see it. I just explained some of the movies that we've been seeing. God say, my son, in verse 10, Proverbs chapter 1, verse 10. My son, if sinners excite thee, consent thee not. Consent thee not. Don't look at it. Don't feed into it. Don't support it. Stop supporting these people. Stop supporting these people that's damning us to hell. They already sold their damn soul. They don't care about where they're going. That's the devil's job, to take as many as with him as he can. So he gonna use your people, our people, because they so greedy for money, because they know where we come from, that we hurt, that some of us hurt for this and hurt for that, They don't know how to take the long road to get it. So that's what we're seeing. I don't like that it's happening to them. Gotta, what my song say? In and out of the matrix. Meeting people with two faces. I don't always think about what's short term. I'm in it for the long haul, baby. I'm in it for eternity, baby. Eternity. This ain't short. This ain't no short ride for me. Glory be to God. If sinners excite thee, consent thee not. Verse 11. If they say, come with us and let us lay in wait for blood. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. You home doing you. Chilling with your family. You get a phone call. Oh, man, let's go run down on such as I need to try me. Now, you know in the back of your mind how some of these niggas built nowadays. How some of these niggas built nowadays. They only call you because they ain't man enough to do it themselves. You got a problem with you go ahead of that. Why you want to pull somebody else involved in that? Why you want to take somebody else down the same road as you? And you expect good to come when you went along for that ride? Tell me what happened. You might have got lucky the first occasion, but the second time you went on that ride, you let that nigga call your phone and tell you, come on, let's go wait and look for blood. Come on. This coming from out of the Bible. That's why I say ain't nothing new up underneath the sun. Nothing new up underneath the sun. If they say, come with us, let us lay in wait for blood. Let us lurk prevailingly for the innocent without cause. Huh? Come on, let's go hit them upside the head. Let's go take this. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Come on, man, without cause. No, people ain't done you no wrong. No, people ain't, that's how you be able to identify with yourself who's being led by who. Who's being led by who? Who are you? Who are you? The person that's in this act that's doing wrong. Take a look at who are you being led by. What spirit is behind that? Don't look at the person. Don't look at the person. What spirit is behind that? Because that ain't of God, but you hoot and holler, oh, I pray to God. I'm a child of God. How you a child of God and you going out there causing chaos and turning up and tearing up things like the devil? You stop it. Talking about a child of God. Y'all better cut that out. Child of God, a child of Satan. Truth be told, tell the truth and shame that devil. You want to shame him, then you stop doing wicked. You put down your wicked ways. Find something else to do. You can't lead nobody. You can't even lead a horse to water. You leading people out here in the street. Leading your people. Leading your people. Yeah, we know what the government did. They corrupted. Huh? We see the way they want to fix it. They don't know how to fix it the right way. Verse 12. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, a whole as those that go down into the pit. I'm going to read that for y'all again. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave. Huh? Come go with us. Come go with us. Come go with us. That's why I say don't look at the person. You can't look at the outside. Honey, you got to pray. You got to get a relationship with God, honey. Because He's the only one that can open up your eyes so you can see who for you and who against you. Who with you? And what they say, if God be with me, then who could be against me? Who against you telling you to go out there and do wrong? Who that? You can't call it. You can't call it. You can't call it how you see it. That's the devil work. You can't look at the person. I grew up with him. Huh? Them be the main ones. The snake in the end. Them be the main ones. Huh? Your brother? Huh? With the drugs that they got, these spells and these drugs, that's all they is spells. Huh? The weed spell. Huh? The alcohol spell. Huh? Huh? The cocaine spell. It's all spells. When you gonna wake up to see that? To help yourself. It's all a spell. Cast a spell to keep your eyes closed, to keep you vibrating at a low level. Because let me tell you, when you on high, ain't nothing nobody can do, ain't nothing can be against you. No physical force, no other spiritual force, ain't nothing can be against you. Y'all got to start waking up the people around you. Got to start changing your ways toward one another. If you don't start changing your ways towards one another, then how you gonna protect one another when the war comes? Huh? When it's all of them against us. LeBron James, and they named him King James for a reason. Whether he know it or not or don't, God put you on my spirit early this morning and just now. You be careful. You stay prayed up. I don't know what you into in your lifestyle. Mir. Hi. Mommy doing her video, babe. This is my son, Amir, the prince. His name is Amir. He's my king, my prince. Where your sister? Mommy preaching. Where's she at? Can I have some sugar? Can I get some kissy? Please. Please. Don't stick your tongue. Give me this. Come on. You gonna lick my lip. Thank you. Go get mommy a bottle of water so I can have something to drink. Can you please give mommy some water? Yeah, that's the fan. Can you get me some water, Mirror? Thank you. That's why I love you. Babe, cut the light on. Go give me a bottle of water, please, little boy. Bring the water, Mirror. Okay. All right. Yes, I'm gonna cut this video right now, so I can tend to my son and get him some water and rejuvenate. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. I gotta get my babies out of school. I'll come back where I left off later on today, Lord's will, if I don't get too caught up with my babies when they get out of school, because I gotta take care of them and stuff like that, homework and all that good stuff. But yes, you know you're a certain type of person in this world. Even if you don't know, I want to help you to know what type of person. Take them out with me. Oh, I've been crying, child. I'm just sharing my heart with y'all. Y'all my family. You know, most of y'all, those of you all who have a heart and a soul, we family. So, you know what I'm saying? And when I got all these babies and I think about the other children in this world and I think about what's going on, I don't like what's going on to these young men. I don't like that the government is pulling the wool over these eyes, over your eyes. You know, I don't like that they're doing this. I don't like that. And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. But if we don't wake up and we don't build unity, hair. My son, hair on my lip. But if we don't build unity, we might as well throw in the towel in this fight. I ain't never throwing in the towel. You know, I'm gonna die for my salvation. I'm gonna shed blood for it too, for my kids. I ain't never giving up without a fight. I've been fighting all my life for good. I've been fighting a good fight. Not no nonsense fight. Not no nonsense fight. And God been fighting with me the whole ride, even when I didn't know he was with me. He been riding with me the whole time. So like I said, I want to tend to my baby, get ready to prepare myself to go get my daughters out of school. Excuse me, y'all. And yeah, I'll come back and finish this later on today. But yeah, let me go see what's going on with my son and get freshened up so I gotta calm down my mental. You know, it's so high. It's just like, yeah, it's a lot to take in. It's so much to take in. Sometimes it's overwhelming, you know. I want to do my best to try to share as much with y'all as I can as the Holy Spirit give it to me. And I just pray that God, I know I said in my last video, he talking to me and said, I thought you know how to put water on your fire. But I do. But that's that fire of Jeremiah, you know? The fire of Jeremiah. Jeremiah said it's like fire. You feel me? Y'all see me had to cut on my fan. I'm burning up right before your eyes. Burning up. Come on, man. Take off your glasses. Take off your shades. Take the wool from over your eyes so you can see. I'll be back later on. I love you guys. Thank you for listening and tuning in. Yeah. Next time.